Hello, everyone. I have been a little busy lately, so I did not make an event for this live, but I wanted to come in here because it is during our 90-day challenge to joyful living. Um, our mindfulness awareness practice this week is all about the hips. And I wanted to come in and give some of my favorite tips for hip stretches, things that get me through because I have really tight hips. I have some sciatic problems. I had a huge amount of pain in my first pregnancy, all through my sciatic, my low back, my sacrum, and it took a lot of healing. And during my second pregnancy, I vowed that I was going to take care of this whole area. So I just want to show you some of my favorite things to do that don't take very long throughout the day if this is an area that you need to send some attention to. So first of all, I just want us to stand in mountain pose. Now, I don't think you can see my feet on the video, so let's see if I can back this up just a tad. So mountain pose is where we plant both feet on the ground about hip width, so that's about 2 fists apart. And we plant the four corners of the feet. So we have the two points in the ball of our foot, the big toe and the pinky toe mound, and then we have 2 points in the heel. So we want to find an even push down into the ground. And then coming up to the hips, let's just tuck the tailbone under. So let me turn a little bit. So you can push your tailbone out and kind of round or put a little bit of a tuck in your low back and then tuck it under so your tailbone goes under and you're pushing your tailbone towards the ground. So you may feel a little bit off balance, so just play with that a little bit this week on feeling that we really need to be tucking our tailbone under, and that engages the low abs. So let's engage our low abs this week and really be mindful of this area. And I posted a video, so let's stand like this for a minute. And then our shoulders roll back and down, palms come up. This is a mountain pose. So tucking that tailbone under, feeling the four corners of the feet, really feeling strong and grounded. I posted an article about affirmations. So if it is really difficult for you to send loving kindness to different parts of your body, just instead of saying I am kind to my hips or I am loving to my pelvic area, why don't you just turn it around and ask a question? You can question it like, am I feeling happy in my pelvic area? Or am I giving enough attention to my pelvic area? So just get curious with yourself. That's really what mindfulness is paying attention and then asking, what is it that my mind or my body is communicating to me? Okay, so this is the tuck of the pelvis that we really need to work on. And then another really awesome thing that I did during my second pregnancy is the yoga squat. So you point your toes out at a 90-degree angle and widen your stance. And then you're going to drop your tailbone and your hips as far down as they go. So you may not be as far as me. I'm putting my elbows on my knees and my tailbone is coming down as far as it can go. Pushing my knees out with my elbows and lengthening my back. This is the yoga squat, and it's best to do an up and down movement just to loosen. So a few times during the day, You can lead with your tailbone up, dropping the head, and then lead with your tailbone towards the ground, straightening your spine. Woo! Up and down. Just loosening up. It gets the fluid moving into the hips. And especially if you have a job where you sit a lot, you really need to get into this area. So doing this a few times throughout the day will really help. I can also show you with a block if you want to get a little bit more relaxation. You can sit on a block. You can make a block higher. You know, it doesn't have to be a block, anything you have, but really we're straightening the spine and sending our tailbone towards the ground. Awesome. So the yoga squat, the tucking the pelvis when we walk or when we stand. What else? Okay, I have my chair here. So another one that I really, really love is the figure 4. So what you're going to do is flex the right foot. Here, let me move back here. I'm planting my left foot on the ground and I'm flexing the right foot, putting it right on top of the left knee. And then the right knee, we want pushing down towards the ground. So we're making this figure 4. Now this might be enough for you. Use the breath to really send some attention to the hips. And then if you want more, it's when we lean forward. Really leaning into it. This is a great one to do every day. Use the breath, and on the exhale, you might sink further. Really imagine with that exhale that you're melting any tension in that hip bone. And then switching to the other side, plant the right foot down, flexing the left. We're flexing the foot to protect the knee. So that is an important part of this. And then we push the left knee down, and you might start to feel it in here. And actually you want to try to pull that hip bone into the socket. So pulling it back and then leaning forward. Straight back. Coming down on each exhale. Your exhale allows you to sink just a little bit more. And if you're really, really flexible, you can come all the way down and relax onto it. Remembering the breath is our friend. I am sending love to my hips and pelvis. So as you do this, really think about that. What you can tell yourself to give yourself some loving kindness to this area. It is an area that does a lot for us. It helps us with balance, with stability, with babies. So really we need to think of what this does for us and honor that. And we will start to really appreciate the different parts of our body. So I hope you can join in the 90 Days to Joyful Living. It's in guide number 2. So you go to the top of the group and you click guides, and then you can go to the second one down. You can find day 1 and start. And yeah, it's just a really great thing to do to get you into a mindfulness practice. And if you want a little bit more, I would love to see you in my yoga online club. Full Moon is Zoom class is February 27th at 8:30 p.m. So that's coming up. If you join the yoga club, you have that every month. And then there's a bunch of recorded classes in there. And I just added a hip series. So if this is an area that's really really troublesome and you need to give it some more attention, I would love for you to join my yoga club. Make sure you put joy in the coupon code and you'll get the entire year for only $40. I want everybody feeling good this year. We've all been through some rough stuff, so come do yoga and feel better. Have a great night, everyone. Bye.